It's literally 3 in the morning on a school night, and my mum doesn't even know I'm out. We've just seen Star Wars. Just seen, what's it called? Rogue One. We liked it, didn't we? Yes, it was not exactly what I was expecting, because I got that it was all going to be low-level rogues because of the title and creeping around and being cynical and lying and double cross. All that I was expecting, but then it turned into Star Wars in the last hour. And how long did it take? How long was the film? It was about I think it was about 3 weeks. The film. The last hour, it was very long. The bit where they say, "I know, let's go and find the Death Star plans." I thought we were going to get another 20 minutes of a daring, raid, a daring heist, and it was actually about another 3 hours of battle. Mostly good, though, mostly good. They made it as hard for the main characters as possible without giving too much away. We knew that probably they would get the Death Star plans, but they really make it hard for them. They make it hard for them in some quite interesting ways. There's a bit of MacGuffinization. I felt there are sections where we have to tell the rebels to get the shields down, but to kill the rebels to get the shields down, we have to set up a transmitter, and to set up a transmitter we have to find the master switch, and to find the master switch we have to stretch a wire, and to stretch a wire we need to find a wire, and so there was a slight sense of get on with it. It did the segueing back into Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope surprisingly well. I didn't think that at any stage it was trying to go, oh well, man, it's the 70s again, except for the computer screens, which are stuck with however many Star Wars films they make, the computer screens will always look like very early BBC computers from 1977. But apart from that, I didn't think there was any sense that it was trying to be Star Wars. It wasn't trying to. I don't know. You see, who's it aimed at? Everyone's seen Star Wars. Everyone knows all the stories. But was it reacquainting young people from Star Wars as a really, really old film? Was it re-energising Star Wars for them, or was it really a Christmas present, an early Christmas present to people like me who can say, oh yeah, that's General Dodama who gave Luke his orders in Star Wars, and that's Mon Mothma, and those are two people we know. Those two people from the cantina. Was it a Train Spotter movie? I don't think it was, actually. I think more than the prequels, the episodes 1, 2, and 3, and more than the last one, more than episode 7, The Force Awakens. It stood up well. I don't think it would be a bad starting point for someone who didn't know Star Wars at all. I think it's sometimes when you go back and do prequels, do the story behind the story, you end up feeling that the new movie has changed, changed the one you're familiar with. But there is one huge piece of retroactive continuity that sort of explains the plot point in Star Wars. But apart from that, I didn't think it sought to change anything. I think, brave rebel striking from brave rebels striking from a hidden base win their first victory over the Galactic Empire. That's what happens in this film. Haha, giving the ending away. So the fact that we've seen it happening, I don't think that's a problem. It felt like a tribute. I think if we're going to get one of these every 2 years, it could become wearisome. If we're going to get, a film with this density of reference about Han Solo, and then a film with equal density of reference about Obi-Wan, you could end up feeling that every space, every gap in the narrative has been scrawled in. I have to say, there was no... The plot awakens, the Force Awakens had a number of real magical wow moments. I don't think these had anything... No. It had a lot of moments. A lot of warm moments of familiarity when characters from the old movies appear. Obviously, I'm not going to give anything away as to who does appear. Actually, the very final moment, literally the final shot, was a wow moment, perhaps. Every time you make a Star Wars movie, the special effects, what can be achieved in computer animation, well, not in the sense of what can be achieved, but in the sense of how much can be achieved, how many spaceships, gets bigger. It's often been a complaint that however good sequels and prequels and what should be happy to have it get, nothing is as well choreographed as that simple Death Star run in the first movie. Now this is very OTT. Oh, there's one sequence with just the number of TIE fighters you see is ludicrous. But it's over complex. I would find it hard to give you a summary of what the scenario was, but it is. I think it's the best handled battle scene. It's anywhere in the saga, except in A New Hope and probably Empire Strikes Back. It's better than Return of the Jedi. It's better than anything in the prequels. It's better than Force Awakens. Just as a battle, I guess because it's a standalone. Because it's not part of the greater Luke Skywalker saga, it's hard to be very invested in the characters. So although there's a human side to the battle, will the little girl from the pre-code sequence make it up with her dad isn't quite on a scale with whose son is Kylo Ren.